Salutations, my dearest friends. My name is Samantha, and today I'm going to be showing you a bookshelf tour. All of the books behind me, I'm going to be showing you all of my historical romances, and we have hundreds, so this is gonna be a fun video. Hello, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to my channel and welcome to my bookshelves. So today I have taken the intense task of showing you all of the historical romances that I own. So the two shelves behind me are stacked full with hundreds and hundreds of historical romances. I'm only going to be showing you my historical romances, which are the two shelves behind me. If you guys like this video and want to see the rest of my books, like my cozy mysteries, contemporary, and classic books, that's a whole other shelf that's in front of me, and I can do that video. I have hundreds of books. I'm not being dramatic. I don't know a number. I haven't counted them yet. But last time I did this video, almost over a year ago, I had about 400 historical romances, and I feel like my collection has doubled in size because all my historical romances used to be on one shelf and now they're on two. Really quickly, I love to chat about book topics on my channel, and consumerism is definitely a topic I've discussed on my channel before. Do I think one person needs this many books? No, but the core of it is that buying, collecting, and reading books brings me an immense amount of joy that very little things in life do, so I collect them. Right now, my historical romances are organized alphabetically by author's last name. I love color-coded bookshelves. I think they look gorgeous, but it's just not feasible, especially because these books are double stacked. So I have a whole row behind this, and then some of the shelves are triple stacked. And then some authors that are like my absolute holy grail authors do get their own dedicated shelves, like Lisa Clayfish and Beverly Jenkins, and they're not like included in the alphabetical organization because I want them to have like their own moments, if that makes sense. If you guys are excited for this video, give it a thumbs up, and we're just gonna hop right into my book tour collection. All of my historical romances. I'm really excited to show you guys. All right, I took just a step back so you can kind of see what my shelves look like. So I have two shelves. Very top row over there, those are my Lisa Kleypas books. So that are all of my Beverly Jenkins books, and behind that I have Johanna Lindsay. And then from there, I organize my books alphabetically by author. I probably won't go over every single shelf because on the bottom shelf over here, I have like a mosh posh of things. I have paranormal, cozy mysteries, harlequin romances. So today we're just going to focus on the historic romances. So we are starting pretty strong with my favorite shelf possibly. This is my Lisa Kleypas shelf. And yes, Lisa Kleypas does get her own shelf because I love her books. I have them in mass market paperback and hardcover and a lot of the different editions that some of her books were published in. I will say that this is a double stacked shelf, and right behind her is Sabrina Jeffries. So they do share a shelf. Okay, because this is a double stacked shelf, I suppose we can just start with Sabrina Jeffries. Lady Never Surrenders by Sabrina Jeffries. Truth About Lord Stoneville by Sabrina Jeffries. After the Abduction by Sabrina Jeffries. They're all by Sabrina Jeffries. The Study of Seduction. Wed a Wild Lord. Hellion in Her Bed. Forbidden Lord. The Art of Sinning. Wed Him Before You Bed Him. This is a novella that was a part of her School for Heiress series. It has Sabrina Jeffries, Liz Carlisle, and Julia London. Seduce a Scoundrel. Only a Duke Will Do. Here's a step back for that one. Secret of Flirting. Next is Beware a Scots Revenge. Here's a step back for that one. I love this step back. This is a newer copy of the Study of Seduction. By the way, if you see these stickers on the books, my used bookstores put stickers on the books and they're kind of hard to get off. I have to get glue gun or like a hairdryer or various different things to get them off without ripping the cover. So sometimes I'm just too lazy and leave the sticker on there. So if you see those, don't mind them. I know they're not aesthetically pleasing, but I need to go and remove all of them. This is another anthology. It's called What Happens Under the Mistletoe. It has Sabrina Jeffries, Karen Hawkins, Candace Camp, and Meredith Duran. The Pirate Lord. This was one of her first books that she published under her pen name Deborah Martin, but now she writes under Sabrina Jeffries. Project Duchess. Dance of Seduction. When the Rogue Returns. Don't Bargain with the Devil. There's the step back for that one. The Scoundrel Seduces. Married to the Viscount. And I think this is is my last Sabrina Jeffries. It's Let Sleeping Rogues Lie. And that is the step back for that one. All right, now let's go in with my Lisa Kleypas books, and I have a lot, so we're just gonna hop right in. This one is a Wallflower Christmas. It's a novella to her Wallflower series. There's the step back for that one. This one is Suddenly You, which was the very first Lisa Kleypas book that I ever read. This book was re-released with a new cover that doesn't have a step back and has like a glittery dress, so that's what this one is. And then this is the same book, just a different cover, and that's the step back for that one. This one is like falling apart because I have reread it so many times. I have this anthology with Kathleen E. Wittowes, Katherine Anderson, Loretta Chase, and Lisa Kleypas. It's called Three Weddings and a Kiss. And I have another anthology called Where's My Hero? This one has Lisa Kleypas, Julia Quinn, and Kinley McGregor. Because You're Mine by Lisa Kleypas, Chasing Cassandra, which is a part of the Ravenel series, is the step back for that one. And these are all by Lisa Kleypas, so I'll just read the titles. This is Love Come to Me, Someone to Watch Over Me, Then Came You, Stranger in My Arms, the step back to that one. Lady Sophia's Lover, there's the step back to that one. Worth Any Price, there's the step back to that one. Marrying Winterbourne, there's the step back. Lisa Kleypas really did have some really good step backs. Secrets of a Summer Night, this was the new edition that they published with the Wallflower series. Stranger in My Arms, I do have this book, but this is the new edition. You will find that I have some repeats, but that's because a lot of these books were republished with different covers. Cold Hearted Rake, there's a step back for that one. Hello Stranger, there's a step back for that one. Seduce Me at Sunrise, there's a step back for that one. Because You're Mine, there's the step back for that one. Devil in Spring, that's what that step back looks like. Devil in Winter, that's what that step back looks like. One of my favorite step backs. Devil's Daughter, there's the step back for that. Scandal in Spring, a lovely step back for that one. Dreaming of You, that's what that one looks like. Only With Your Love, It Happened One Autumn, that gorgeous step back. Where Dreams Begin, there's that gorgeous step back. When Strangers Marry, there is that step back. This one was republished with a different title, I believe. Somewhere I'll Find You, this one is so pretty. Someone to Watch Over Me, this one is also so pretty. I just really love these step backs. Only With Your Love, Married by Morning, it's a step back for that one. Then Came You, my absolute favorite book of all time. Again, The Magic by Lisa Kleypas. And there is that gorgeous step back of Sweet Baby McKenna. Oh, I love this book. Secrets of a Summer Night. Here's the step back for that one. One of my most cherished books is Where Passion Leads by Lisa Kleypas, because this is out of print and very hard to find. Love Come to Me, Give Me Tonight, Forever My Love. I have a mass market paperback style of Sugar Daddy, which is actually a part of her contemporary series that I'll show you in a second. Where Dreams Begin, there's the step back. Then another copy of Secrets of a Summer Night. That's because they republished this book with so many different covers. This one doesn't have a step back, and then they had one with like the girl in the front, so that's why I have 3 copies. So now I have all of my hardcovers that are Lisa Kleypas, and then I have one Sabrina Jeffries. I also have Christy Caldwell up here because she's one of my favorite authors, and I just like having her front and center as well. So let me show you those books. Along Came a Lady by Christy Caldwell, The Hellion, The Spitfire. These are all part of her Wicked Wallflower series that are also available on Kindle Unlimited with the audiobook if you ever want to check them out. I love this series. The Vixen, The Blue Stocking, The Governess. This one is Infamous by Minerva Spencer. Let me show you all the hardcovers now. This is Seduce Me at Sunrise. That's what the back cover looks like. Scandal in Spring, Mine Till Midnight, Lady Sophia's Lover, Love in the Afternoon. That's what the back cover looks like. With Any Price. And I actually painted these edges pink because I thought it would look cute. I have a video on me doing that, and I don't know, I just really like that. I mean, I'm never going to sell these. They're like mine permanently. So yeah, I just thought it looked cool with painted edges. Come to Me at Twilight. That's what the back cover looks like. This is the Sabrina Jeffries I mentioned. It's called 'Twas the Night After Christmas. Brown-Eyed Girl by Lisa Kleypas. Smooth Talking Stranger. Sugar Daddy, which is one of my favorite books of all time. Blue-Eyed Devil. Last Lisa Kleypas book is Marrying Winterbourne. All right, we are on my second shelf now. This is my Beverly Jenkins shelf because, of course, the queen has her own shelf. This one is double stacked. I have my Johanna Lindsey right behind her. So we have The Magic of You by Johanna Lindsey. There's the step back for that one. When Passion Rules. There's the step back for that one. Marry Me by Sundown. A Rogue of My Own. That Perfect Someone. That's what that step back looks like. No Choice But Seduction. Here's that step back. The Devil Who Tamed Her. And, of course, there's that step back. Silver Angel. A Loving Scoundrel. Here's that step back. Captive of My Desires. And I really love that step back. A Man to Call My Own. This is one of her westerns. You Belong to Me. There's a step back, and that one is so epic. On to the next row. This is Gentle Rogue by Johanna Lindsey, one of my favorite Johanna Lindsey books. Another copy of Silver Angel, but with a different cover. Until Forever. There's a step back for that one. Love Me Forever. Savage Thunder. Defy Not the Heart. Another copy of Gentle Rogue, but with a different cover. That's what that step back looks like. Warrior Woman. Keeper of the Heart. There's the step back for that one. Surrender My Love. There's the step back for that one. Love Only Once. Under is the Storm. There's that step back. Glorious Angel. Fires of Winter. Paradise Wild. Hearts of Flame. Gentle Feuding. A Heart So Wild. Heart of Thunder. When Love Awaits. Brave the Wild. This one isn't a Johanna Lindsey. It's Midnight Moon by Mildred Riley. More Johanna Lindsey. This one is When Love Awaits. Home for the Holidays. There's a step back for that one. The Pursuit. There's a step back for that one. Fires of Winter. Once a Princess. Oh, I love that cover. Prisoner of My Desire. That's what that step back looks like. Holiday Present. Man of My Dreams. There's a step back for that one. Heart of a Warrior. There's a step back. There's a step back for that one. I have this cover of Indigo by Beverly Jenkins. Then I also have my copy of The Duke and I up here because I had a Bridgerton candle up here. And this one is really special because it is signed by Julia Quinn. Also, I just love how the spines of these Johanna Lindsey books look, like the classic ones. So pretty. Jewel by Beverly Jenkins. Wild Rain. Always and Forever. Winds of the Storm. Breathless. Rebel. Chance at Love. Tempest. Destiny's Captive. The Taming of Jessie Rose. Destiny's Embrace. And Destiny's Surrender, which is one of my favorite Beverly Jenkins books. Moving on to the next row, we have Nighthawk by Beverly Jenkins. Before the Dawn. Indigo in the original cover, which is just my absolute baby. My prized possession. Something Like Love. Captured. Topaz. Forbidden. Wild Sweet Love. Vivid. Through the Storm. Midnight. My other prized possession. This is the hardcover of Indigo. Now I'm going to show you all of the hardcovers that I have of Beverly Jenkins. Winds of the Storm. This one is Before the Dawn. Night Song. Jewel. The Taming of Jessie Rose. Vivid. And my last Beverly Jenkins is Breathless. That's what they look like all lined up, and it is just one of my favorite shelves. Okay, very quickly, on the other side of the room, I have these books right here, like on this bookend, and it is a bunch of hardcover historicals. So I'm going to quickly go through these as well. We have All I Need Is You by Johanna Lindsey, another copy of All I Need Is You, but like smaller. To Sir Philip with Love by Juliet Quinn. Knight's Treasure by Amanda Scott. For My Lady's Heart by Laura Kinsale. This is the back cover of that, and it's so pretty. Flowers from the Storm by Laura Kinsale. Desire by Amanda Quick. This is the back cover of that one. Again, so pretty. Black Rose by Christina Sky. Seduce by Virginia Henley. Again, here's the back cover. Seize the Fire by Laura Kinsale. Untamed by Elizabeth Lau. Here's the back cover. Forever in Your Embrace by Kathleen E. Woodowes. This one is ginormous. Dragon and the Jewel by Virginia Henley. Tempted by Virginia Henley. At that back cover, so pretty. Love Remember Me by Beatrice Small. Spitfire by Beatrice Small. Lastly, Unconquered by Beatrice Small. Now we are on the first shelf, top shelf, and we're going to be going through each individual book. These are for the most part sectioned off alphabetically by author's last name, kind of. I'm sure we'll find some that are out of order. Catherine Anderson Cherish. This has a really pretty step back. Phantom Waltz by Catherine Anderson. Virgin's Secret by Victoria Alexander. The Lady Traveler's Guide to Deception with an Unlikely Earl. This is also by Victoria Alexander, and there's the step back. The Lady's Traveler's Guide to Scoundrels and Other Gentlemen by Victoria Alexander. There's the step back for that one. Next few are all by Victoria Alexander, so I'll just say the title. This one is The Lady in Question. This is the step back for that one. My Wicked Little Lies. This is the step back for that one. This is an anthology. It has Victoria Alexander, Sandra Hill, and Dara Joy. This is called The Night Before Christmas. The Perfect Wife. There's a step back for that one. Visit from Sir Nicholas. I love this step back. It Be Love. And then my last Victoria Alexander is The Princess and the Pea. This is a love-inspired romance. It's The Cowboys Homecoming by Carolyn Arson. You'll find like a couple contemporaries and Harlequins thrown in here with the rest of my historicals. And we have The True Love Bride by Shanna Abe. On to the next row, we have Bewitching by Jill Barnett. Only in My Dreams by Eve Bryan. Catch an Earl by Kate Bateman. Seduction of a Highland Lass by Maya Banks. Beneath a Midnight Moon by Madeline Baker. There's the step back for that one. A Whisper in the Wind by Madeline Baker. Night Fire by Madeline Baker. There's the step back for that one. The Madness of Lord Ian Mackenzie by Jennifer Ashley. Care and Feeding of Pirates by Jennifer Ashley. The Duke by Catherine Ash. Married to a Perfect Stranger by Jane Ashford. Next couple are also by Jane Ashford, so this one is Brave New Earl. The Duke Who Loved Me, and When You Give a Rogue a Rebel. Sea Witch by Sarah Blaine. Someone to Love by Mary Below. Actually, I think you pronounce her name Balog. Mary Balog. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that name. This one is called Dangerous Virtues by Elaine Barberry. There's the step back for that one. Very steamy. And then we have A Secret Affair. The Rogue's Return by Joe Beverly. Revenge Wears Rubies by Renee Bernard. Held for Love by Linda Benjamin. Every Dream Comes True by Barbara Benedict. When You Wish Upon a Rogue by Anna Bennett. First Earl I See Tonight by Anna Bennett. Duke is But a Dream by Anna Bennett. The Laird Takes a Bride by Lisa Byrne. And If I Only Had a Duke by Lenora Bell. Sweet Abandon by Sarah Blaine. Confessions of a Little Black Gown by Elizabeth Boyle. I ripped the step back out of this in my bookstore and I'm devastated. Memoirs of a Scandalous Red Dress by Elizabeth Boyle. Mistress by Morning by Elizabeth Boyle. Catch a Duke by Grace Burrows. Idle Favors by Connie Brockway. There's that step back. Lady Louisa's Christmas Night by Grace Burrows. The Irresistible Rogue by Valerie Bowman. Silken Web by Sandra Brown. Hard Rain by B.J. Daniels. Heart Betrayed by Olga Bikos. I'm like tucked in right there, so let's go over those. This is The Bride Thief by Jackie De Alessandro. And The Single Heiress. Here's the step back for that one. Dreams of Destiny by Jackie Casto. The Lord and His Lady by Gina Conkle. I have another anthology that has Jennifer Blake, Heather Graham, and Diana Palmer. This is called With a Southern Touch. This is a Regency Christmas anthology with Andrea Pickens, Nancy Butler, Gail Buck, has a bunch of different authors. So that was like the back row. Now we're going to do the row before that. Love Not by Rebecca Brandywine. Beyond the Starlight Frost by Rebecca Brandywine. This one that's really pretty. It has this gorgeous step back. Swan Road by Rebecca Brandywine is the step back for that one. Love Cherish Me by Rebecca Brandywine. Then I have a few Kerrigan Byrne books. This is The Highlander. The Duke with the Dragon Tattoo. I painted these pages red because I just thought that looked really cool. The Duke. How to Love a Duke in 10 Days. The Scott Beds His Wife. The Hunter. Highwayman, which is my favorite Kerrigan Byrne and one of my favorite historical romances pretty much ever. Devil in Her Bed. And then All Scott and Bothered by Kerrigan Byrne. We have Desperately Seeking a Duke by Celeste Bradley. This is what the step back looks like. Surrender to a Wicked Spy by Celeste Bradley. She Said I Do by Celeste Bradley. That's what the step back looks like. This one is called Spitfire and I love the cover. Across the Moonlight Sea by Marcia Canham. This is the step back for that one. The Pride of Lions. This is what that step back looks like. Blood of Roses. Never Lie to a Lady by Liz Carlisle. Love is in the Air by Catherine Caskey. Full of Sky by Tori Cates. Only by Your Touch by Stella Cameron. And My Reckless Surrender by Anna Campbell. It's a step back for that one. Impetuous by Candace Camp. Flame Lily by Candace Camp. And then Rain Lily by Candace Camp is the step back for that one. A couple of Liz Carlisle books and I realized there was another one that needs to be in this pile. So this one is called A Woman of Virtue. No True Gentleman. And Never Deceive a Duke. This one is called The Bride Wears Scarlet. That's what the step back looks like. And then the last Liz Carlisle is In Love with a Wicked Man. There's a step back for that one. Next is Pirates and Promises by Anne Caldwell. Virgin Fire by Elizabeth Chadwick. This is one of my favorite covers. Wanton Angel by Elizabeth Chadwick as well. Sir Impossible by Loretta Chase. Isabella and the English Witch by Loretta Chase. And 10 Things I Hate About the Duke by Loretta Chase. Angel of Fire by Tanya Ann Crosby. This one is called Lord Savage. Dawn of Desire by Phoebe Kahn. Forbidden Legacy by Phoebe Kahn. How to Dance with the Duke by Amanda Collins. Heart of Legends by Charlene Cross. Unbended Knee by Tanya Ann Crosby. Anne's Gift by Tanya Ann Crosby. And then The Sagebush Bride. This one's kind of falling apart. Scott Who Loved Me by Gina Conkle. I think I had more of her books in another place too. See, some of these books are out of order. I'm so sorry. The Lady Meets Her Match by Gina Conkle. One Night of Scandal by Nicola Cornett. True Colors by Nicola Cornett. Child of Awe by Catherine Lynn Davis. It's a step back for that one. Too Deep for Tears by Kathleen Lynn Davis. And here's a step back for that one. We are on the second row. I have a little bit of a cough, so if my voice sounds weird, that's why. This is Love Not by Sue Debbold. Heaven's Gift by Janelle Denison. My Lady's Champion by Claire Delacroix. I'm so bad at pronouncing these names. I'm so sorry. Exquisite Deception by Elizabeth Douglas. Fire Song by Catherine Cutler. I have a couple Catherine Cutlers, so I'll just say the titles. We have The Hellion Bride. This is what the step back looks like. Night Fire. Night Shadow. Scottish Bride. This is the step back and it's my absolute favorite. I love it. Summer Magic. One thing about Catherine Cutler is she has the best bodice rippers. Fool's Daughter. And lastly, we have Warrior Song. Right now I have some Jude Deveraux books. This one is A Knight in Shining Armor. We read this for the Historical Hellions. This is The Enchanted Land. Legend by Jude Deveraux. Eternity. Duchess. Taming. And my last Jude Deveraux book is Sweet Liar. I only have a few Tessa Dare books, so I'll go over those real quick. This is the Duchess deal. There's a step back for that one. You Want to Start a Scandal. There's a step back for that one. Any Duchess Will Do. There is the step back. Weak to Be Wicked. There is the step back. My last Tessa Dare book is The Governess Game. There's a step back. Next up is The Vow by Juliana Garcia.
Barnett, Traitor's Embrace by Christine Dorsey, Spring's Fury by Denise Domning, Treasure Me by Robin DeHart, The Spencer and the Rake by Eva Devon, a couple Christina Dodd books. This one is Lost in Your Arms, My Wildest Dreams, Treasure of the Sun, Rules of Engagement, Well-Favored Gentleman, and my last Christina Dodd book is The Barefoot Princess. Is that beautiful? Step back. I have Wild Abandon by Casey Edwards. Step back for that one. Summer of the Eagle by Suzanne Edwards. Rules of Engagement by Suzanne Enoch. That's what that step back looks like. Beginner's Guide to Rakes by Suzanne Enoch. What that step back looks like. Before the Scandal by Suzanne Enoch. Looks like that. Sins of a Duke. There's a step back for that one. My last Suzanne Enoch book is It's Getting Scott in Here. A few Shannon Drake books. This one is The Queen's Lady. No Other Woman. That's what that step back looks like. And then No Other Man. There's a step back for that one. I have one more Shannon Drake. This one is Reckless. Oh my gosh, I have way more than I thought I did. This one is Seize the Dawn. There's a step back for that one. Yesteryear by Dorothy Garlock. Earl Next Door by Amelia Gray. Cold Night, Warm Stranger by Jill Gregory. And Louisiana Hurricane by Kathleen Dewey. I have Beloved Betrayal by Carol Finch. Bound by a Warrior by Donna Fletcher. Loved by a Warrior by Donna Fletcher. Outback Station by Erin Fletcher. My Dangerous Duke by Gayleen Foley. Here is the step back for that one. My Scandalous Viscount by Gayleen Foley. Here's the step back for that one. Light in the Darkness by Ellen Fisher. This one is called Red Red Rose. And then I have a ton of Jane Feather books, so I'll just say the titles. This one is Venus by Jane Feather. A Wicked Gentleman. To Wed a Wicked Prince. Rush to the Altar. Almost a Bride. Trapped in Scandal. Reckless Angel. Venus. Violet. The Emerald Swan. The Valentine Wedding. There's a step back for that one. The Hostage Bride. There's a step back for that one. Virtue. There's a step back for that one. Bride Hunts. My last Jane Feather is A Wedding Wager. I missed a Gayleen Foley book. This one is His Wicked Kiss. Oh, we have another one by Gayleen Foley. This one is Her Only Desire. There is the step back for that one. Next up, I have a few Julie Garwood books. This one is Slow Burn, Ransom, The Bride, Rebellious Desires, Nurse Splendor, Gentle Warrior, Souls, Guardian Angel, Secret, and Gentle Warrior again, just a different cover. Next row, we have Texas Tender by Lee Greenwood, Love Comes by Lee Greenwood, Rose by Lee Greenwood, Dragon in the Rose by Roberta Gellis, Fires of Winter, A Woman's Estate, Lord of the Wolves by Heather Graham. Here is the step back for that one. Render by Heather Graham. Here is the step back for that one. Love Not a Rebel by Heather Graham, and A Pirate's Pleasure. This one is The Highlander's Heart by Amanda Forrester, and Love's Sweet Bounty is Charmed by Catherine Hart, and it's really cool because it's kind of holographic. And this one is Scarlet Devices by Delphine Dryden. We have Winter's Flame by Maria Green, The Scoundrel's Daughter by Anne Gracie, Spring Bride, Mary and Secret, and then The Summer Bride by Anne Gracie. Naomi Wildfire by Lee Greenwood. This should probably be with her other books, but it was down here. Surrender My Heart by Lois Greeman, The Duke with Love by Amelia Gray, The Earl Next Door by Amelia Gray, How to Train Your Earl by Amelia Gray. This is Once by Jill Gregory. Here's the step back for that one. Me Be the One by Joe Goodman, Secret Desires of a Gentleman by Laura Lee Girk. Here's the step back for that one. Marcus Meets His Match by Laura Lee Girk. Here's the step back for that one. Of the Season, and then He Kissed Her by Laura Lee Girk. River Gold by Catherine Hart, Handful of Heaven by Kristen Hanna, If You Believe by Kristen Hanna. Here's the step back for that one. And In a Wildflower by Patricia Hagen. Here's the step back for that one. Return. There's a step back for that one. Pirate's Lady by Robin Lee Hatcher. The Name of Love by Paula Hamilton. I have a couple Alexandra Hawkins books. This one is All Night with a Rogue, Waiting for an Earl Like You, After Dark with a Scoundrel, Duke but No Gentleman, Till Dawn with a Devil, Rise with a Notorious Lord, Twilight with the Infamous Earl, All Afternoon with a Scandalous Marquess, and You Can't Always Get the Marquess You Want by Alexandra Hawkins. Prince Who Loved Me by Karen Hawkins, Treat a Lady by Karen Hawkins, and Dear Lady by Robin Lee Hatcher. Here's the step back for that one. Next is Blaze by Nora Hess. Here's the step back for that one. Devil and Spurs by Nora Hess. Flint by Nora Hess. Here's the step back for that one. I have a few Cheryl Hink books. This is Texas Viscount. Terms of Love. This one has an interesting step back. Let me see if I can show you. It actually opens up to like this 3-piece step back, and it's so freaking pretty. The River Nymph, Decadent Duke. Then this one is A Hint of Wicked by Jennifer Haymore. An Unexpected Earl by Anna Harrington. So I have quite a few Lauren Heath books. This is The Duke and the Lady in Red. There's a step back for that one. A Rogue in Texas. The Earl Takes a Fancy. Duchess in His Bed. When a Duke Loves a Woman. Beauty Tempts the Beast. On Scandal and Desire. Lord of Temptation. Falling into Bed with a Duke. There's a step back for that one. Texas Glory. Texas Destiny. And then lastly, I have The Duchess Hunt. Mischief by Catherine Hart. There's a step back for that one. Seduce by Virginia Virginia Henley. Here's the step back for that one. Tempted by Virginia Henley. It's a step back for that one. Insatiable by Virginia Henley. It's a step back for that one. I have a couple of Victoria Holt books. This is The Judas Kiss, Secret Woman, 7 for a Secret, Mask of the Enchantress, and Secret for a Nightingale. Next is The Raquel of Roth by Emile Howard, A Handful of Dreams by Barbara Hazard, Highland Destiny by Hannah Howell, Highland Champion by Hannah Howell, Highland Captive by Hannah Howell, and Unconquered by Hannah Howell. I have a few Elizabeth Hoyt books, so I'll just read the titles. This is The Serpent Prince, The Raven Prince, The Leopard Prince, Good Intentions, there's a step back for that one. Seduce a Sinner, there's a step back for that one. Duke of Midnight, there's a step back for that one. Duke of Desire, there's a step back for that one. To Taste Temptation, and then Lord of Darkness by Elizabeth Hoyt, and To Beguile a Beast by Elizabeth Hoyt. There is the step back for that one. Scandalous Desires by Elizabeth Hoyt. Here is the step back for that one. If the Duke Demands by Anna Harrington. I have a few Eloisa James books. This one is Say No to the Duke. There's a step back for that one. Say Yes to the Duke. Here's a step back for that one. Kiss at Midnight. There's a step back for that one. A Duke of Her Own. Here's a step back for that one. Duke is Mine. Here's a step back for that one. American Duchess. Here's a step back for that one. Once Upon a Tower. Here's a step back for that one. Wild Child. Too Wild to Wed. Here's a step back for that one. Then lastly, When the Duke Returns by Eloisa James. Okay, this is slightly a weird angle because we are on the bottom shelf of this one. I have a shelf underneath here, but we're not going to go over it because these have like paranormal and cozy mysteries that we will tackle on another day. All right, we have one more Eloisa James that was hiding back here. This is 3 Weeks with Lady X. I have quite a few Samantha James books. This is The Secret Passion of Simon Blackwell. There's the step back for that one. Bride of a Wicked Scotsman. There's a step back for that one. The Seduction of an Unknown Lady. There's the step back for that one. And Moonlit Night. There's a step back for that one. Gabriel's Bride is Wicked Promise. There's a step back for that one. Beloved Rogue by Deanna James. The Untamed Earl by Taylor Jones. The Highlander Renegade by Amy Cherokee. Prize by Brenda Joyce. There's a step back for that one. Lady at Last by Brenda Joyce. House of Dreams. The Stolen Bride. Masquerade. There's a step back for that one. We as the Devil by Suzanne Johnson. Love Storm by Suzanne Johnson. Proving Herself by Yvonne Jacques. These are more like contemporary westerns, but I have a lot of Joan Johnston, so we'll go over those as well. This is I Promise, The Texan, The Loner, Sinful, Frontier Woman, Bridegroom. That's what that step back looks like. Texas Woman, Maverick Heart, The Price, Barefoot Bride, Invincible, Thorn's Bride, A Stranger's Game, The Price, Honey in the Hired Hand, and lastly, The Bodyguard. Not Wicked Enough by Carolyn Jewell, Libertine's Kiss by Judith James, Temporary Mistress by Suzanne Johnson, Silver Flame by Suzanne Johnson, Night Warrior by Iris Johansson. Here's a step back for that one. I have a couple of Sophie Jordan books. This is The Scandal of It All, Sins of a Wicked Duke, Duke Buys a Bride, and then The Earl in My Bed. This one is To Desire a Wicked Duke by Nicole Jordan, To Romance a Charming Rogue by Nicole Jordan, and then The Heartbreaker by Nicole Jordan. Next is A Good Day to Marry a Duke by Bettina Cran, The Wife Test by Bettina Cran, My Heart Stood Still by Lynn Curlin, The Husband Test by Bettina Cran, Love's Brazen Fire by Bettina Cran, Eclipse Bay by Jane Ann Krent, Sweet Starfire by Jane Ann Krent, The Presence of Angels by Catherine Kingsley. There's a step back for that one. No Brighter Dream by Catherine Kingsley, No Sweeter Heaven by Catherine Kingsley, and Call Down the Moon. Here's a step back for that one. Vice Lily by Sherilyn Kennan, For My Lady's Heart by Laura Kinsale. That's what that step back looks like. Lessons in French by Laura Kinsale, Shadowheart, The Prince of Midnight. There's a step back for that one. This is one of my favorite step backs. Kind of cool is this one was actually a misprint and there was 2 step backs in this book, which was kind of neat. Flowers from the Storm, Midsummer Moon, then The Dream Hunter by Laura Kinsale. There's a step back for that one. Promises by Jill Marie Landis. There's a step back for that one. Forever My Love by Linda Ladd. There's a step back for that one. I have a couple of Stephanie Lawrence books. This is A Comfortable Wife, Lady Risks All, Lady Chosen. There's a step back for that one. The Ideal Bride. There's a step back for that one. To Distraction. There's a step back for that one. On a Wicked Dawn. Beyond Seduction. There's a step back for that one. Captain Jack's Woman, A Lady of His Own. There's a step back for that one. Four in Hand. Here's a step back for that one. Here's my last Stephanie Lawrence book. It's Viscount Breckenridge to the Rescue. I hope I pronounced that right. Next, we have Waiting for a Scot Like You by Eva Lee. Stars in Your Eyes by Lynn Kirkland. I have a lot of books by Anna Lee. This is a part of her Mackenzie series. This is Jake's book. So part of the Mackenzie series is Flint's book. This is Cole's book. I have Luke's book. This one is Cleve's book. Question of Honor by Anna Lee. This is Boots Under Her Bed by Anna Lee. Sweet Enemy Mine by Anna Lee. Back to the Mackenzie series. This is Peter's book. And my last one is Jared's book, a part of the Mackenzie series by Anna Lee. I have Elizabeth Lau books. Some of these are historicals and some of these are like mystery suspense, but I just keep them all together since they're by the same author. This one is The Wrong Hostage, Get Me Not, Remember Summer. This is a different copy of Forget Me Not and Burning, Where the Heart Is, Granite Man, Amber Beach, Only Mine. This is the step back for that one. Enchanted. This is the step back for that one. And the last Elizabeth Law book that I have is Beautiful Dreamer. Hazards of Hunting a Duke by Julia London. There's a step back for that one. Seduced by a Scot by Julia London. There's a step back for that one. We have another anthology. This one is called Royal Bridesmaids with Stephanie Lawrence, Galen Foley, and Loretta Chase. Orchid by Linda Ladd. There's a step back for that one. A Bride of His Convenience by Edith Layton. Captive of Desire by Ruth Ryan Langdon. I Forget a Dupe by Vivian Lorette. Rake's Unconventional Mistress by Juliet Langdon. Never Call It Loving by Gail Link. Lips That Touch Mine by Wendy Lindstorm. Hearts Unbound by Sarah Lux. Sing in the Dark by Wendy Lindstorm. Enchantress by Suzanne Lynn Rose. Winter Song by Karen Lockwood. Deeming the Rogue by Donna McMeans. Sword of Darkness by Kinley McGregor. Raisin and the Beast by Sarah McLean. There's a step back for that one. And Rules to Break When Romancing a Rake by Sarah McLean. The Day of the Duchess by Sarah McLean. There's a step back to that one. Seduction of a Duke by Donna McMeans. A Pirate of Her Own by Kinley McGregor. Rogue Most Wanted by Jana McGregor. Secrets to Seducing a Scot by Michelle Marcos. Scandalous Lad Rebellious Miss by Deb Marlowe. Children of the Mist by Aileen Malcolm. A Scandalous Proposal by Casey Michaels. I have a lot of Connie Mason books, so I'll just read the titles. This one is Rafe from the Outlaws. There's a step back for that one. For Honor's Sake by Connie Mason. A Taste of Paradise. Viking. There's a step back for that one. Black Knight. There's a step back for that one. Brave Land, Brave Love by Connie Mason. Wild Land, Wild Love. The Dragon Lord. There's a step back for that one. Peace and Rapture. A Knight's Honor. The Pirate Prince. Taken by You. And then my last Connie Mason is Viking Warrior. A Scandalous Marriage by Kathy Maxwell. There's a step back for that one. First Desire by Kathy Maxwell. In the Bed of a Duke by Kathy Maxwell. There's a step back for that one. Until Dawn by Teresa Medeiros. There's a step back for that one. Wish Upon a Duke by Charisse Michaels. Duchess a Day by Charisse Michaels. Royal's Bride by Kat Martin. Fire Inside by Kat Martin. Here's a step back for that one. Lead to a Scandal by Delilah Marville. The Perfect Scandal by Delilah Marville. And Tempting the Earl by Rachel Miles. Okay, we are on the last and final shelf, but I've been dreading this shelf because this is the least organized. It is triple stacked. So 1, 2, 3 rows. And then I actually took out a shelf on this bookshelf so that these are actually stacked higher than the other ones. So this is like a lot of books right here. But let's get to it. I'm going to speed right through it. This one is It Happened One Night. Touch of Enchantment by Teresa Medeiros. Here's a step back for that one. Mother in Velvet by Teresa Medeiros. Charming the Prince by Teresa Medeiros. A step back for that one. I have some westerns that I'm going to skip because they're technically not historicals. They just stay in this section because they're a mass market paperback. So this one is by Linda Lale Miller and it's called Montana Creeds. This is Dylan's story. This is also by the same author and it's Country Strong. You can kind of see I have a couple by that author, but like I said, they're more contemporary, not historical. It's Favorite by Colleen McCullough. I don't even know what this book is doing here. Like, look how huge it is. I am never going to read this beast. It's huge. Inseparable by Anne Mayer. This one is called Satin Secret. The Bride's Necklace by Kat Martin. Just a step back to that one. See, this is what I mean by some of my books being out of order because I know I have more books by this author, but this one kind of made its way over here. The Splendor Fails by Laurie McBain. The Dark Highlander by Karen Marie Moaning. Kingdom of Dreams by Judith McNaught. I used to own every Judith McNaught, but I just don't like her books, so I decluttered all of them. I think I only own like maybe 2 of her books now. This is the other one that I own. It's called Double Standards, and I just kept this one because it looks real pretty. Secrets of a Scandalous Bride by Sophia Nash. Kiss of Fate by Mary Jo Putney. This one is by Nora Lofts. Marked by Passion by Kate Perry. The Spy Wore Silk by Andrea Pickens. This one is called Flowers in the Rain. In New Orleans by Heather Graham. This one is called Cheyenne Sunrise. Sea Princess by Wanda Owen. Texas Wildflower by Wanda Owen. A Night Well Spent by Jack Ivey. Paradise by Terry Valentine. Love Hear My Heart by Sonia T. Pelton. Hint of Desire by Pamela Packott. Defiant by Patricia Potter. It's a step back for that one. This one is called Scottish Bride by Christina Dodd, Stephanie Lawrence, Julia Quinn, and Karen Rainey. It is an anthology. We have another anthology. This is Four Dukes and a Devil by Kathy Maxwell, Elaine Fox, Janine Frost, Sophie Nash, and Tracy Ann Warren. Next up, I own a ton of Julia Quinn books, so I'll just go ahead and read the titles. This is Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. Here's the step back for that one. Dancing at Midnight, To Marry a Marquess. This is another anthology. It's called Four Weddings and a Sixpence. It has Julia Quinn, Elizabeth Boyle, Laura Lee Girk, and Stephanie Sloane. Moving on to more Julia Quinn, we have The Girl with a Make-Believe Husband, They're Miss Bridgerton, and Things I Love About You, Better Than the Sun. I have a copy of The Duke and I. Here is the back cover for that one. It's In His Kiss. There's a step back for that one. The Lost Duke of Windham. The Secret Diaries of Miss Miranda Cleaver. On the Way to the Wedding. There's a step back back for that one. Splendid by Julia Quinn. He was wicked. Here's a step back for that one. For Philip with Love. Here's a step back for that one. For From a Gentleman. Just Like Heaven. Splendid. The Viscount Who Loved Me. Here's a step back for that one. Can't remember if I showed you in the beginning of this video because, like I said, it's taking so long. So I do have some more Bridgerton books up here. I have a Bridgerton candle from Hello Lovely. It's a copy of The Duke and I. This is the special edition from Walmart. This is a copy of The Viscount Who Loved Me. This one was a special edition from Target. Okay, now we are on to my Amanda Quick collection. This is Mystique with his ring. Wait for the Wedding. Deception. This is the step back for that one. Necklace. This is the step back for that one. Surrender. This is the step back for that one. Mischief. Scandal. Here's the step back for that one. Desire. Here's the step back for that one. Seduction. Here's the step back for that one. And then my last Amanda Quick is Ravish. This is one of my favorite historical romances. It's a Beauty and the Beast retelling and I love it. There's the step back for that one. This video, thumbs up if you are still riding with me. We are almost done. This is Chasing Lady Amelia by Maya Rodell. Declare Is All That. Groom of One's Own. Wicked Wallflower. Tattooed Duke. It's hard out here for a Duke. Why does that look like he is literally swinging on a stripper pole? Love that for him. Lady Bridget's Diary by Maya Rodell. When the Laird Returns by Karen Rainey. Love a Scottish Lord by Karen Rainey. Last War Black by Karen Rainey. Here's a step back for that one. For the Kiss by Karen Rainey. A few Lindsay Sands books, so I'll go over them really quickly. This is The Highlander Takes a Bride. To Bite. Quick Bite. The Wrong Highlander. The Highlander's Promise. The Hellion and the Highlander. Lady in Disguise. Hunting for a Highlander. Marry a Scottish Laird. Here's the step back for that one. Falling for the Highlander. And then lastly we have The Deed. Moving right along, I have a few Nora Roberts books. This is Carnal Innocence. McGregor Brides. Daring to Dream. Again, these might not be historicals. They could be contemporaries. I just keep them here because they're in mass market paperback style. This is another one of the McGregors. This is Serena and Cain. Dance of the Gods. Fools of the Sun. Irish Rebel. Sullivan's Woman. Devil Warrior. Sacred Sins, Be Fates, Face the Fire, Rebellion, Temptation, Christmas with You, Lawless, McGregor Grooms, Once Upon the Air. And then I won't go over these, but I do have quite a few of the J.D. Robb books, the books that are in her In Death series. So yeah, I have a couple of those too. But that is not historical romance, it's romantic suspense. But again, mass market paperbacks, they just live here. Lady Hellfire by Suzanne Robinson, Island of Desire by Janet Lou Roberts, Scarlet Woman by Louisa Rawlings, and Princess by Amanda Scott, and Spirits by Amanda Scott, Dangerous Illusions by Amanda Scott, Dangerous Lady by Amanda Scott, Miss Night by Christina Sky, Pair of Hearts by Maya Rowe, Carolina Rose by Tracy Summer, Deceived by Beatrice Small, The Sweet Tomorrows by Beatrice Small, A Moment in Time by Beatrice Small, Sky O'Malley by Beatrice Small, Island Fling by Amanda Scott, Dangerous Man by Rosemary Rogers, Jewel of My Heart by Rosemary Rogers, here's a step back for that one, Reckless Encounter by Rosemary Rogers, Dark Fires by Rosemary Rogers, Lost Love, Last Love by Rosemary Rogers, one is Rose for Julian, Forever Ecstasy by Janelle Taylor, Under the Storm by Elizabeth Thornton, Marriage Trap by Elizabeth Thornton, Falcon on Wings by Shelley Thacker, First Love, Wild Love by Janelle Taylor, Love Songs by Kathleen Stone, Eld Wyoming Heart by Sylvie Summerfield, Hellion by Gloria Dale Skinner, The Hellion by Levere Spencer, there's a step back for that one, The Rakess by Scarlett Peckham, St. Julian by Lauren Royale, Only in My Dreams by Kimberly Ray, Priest by Laura Parker, What to Wear to a Seduction by Sari Robbins, Prince of Broadway by Joanna Shoup, The Lady Gets Lucky by Joanna Shoup, The Body Bride by Amanda Scott, Promises of Love by Sylvie E. Summerfield, Dream Fever by Catherine Sutcliffe, a step back for that one, Miracle by Catherine Sutcliffe, here's a step back for that one, Years of Surrender by Sylvie F. Summerfield, Too Hot for a Rake by Pearl Wolf, Lessons from a Scarlet Lady by Emma Wilde, Cowboy to Remember by Rebecca Weatherspoon, Lady and the Lawman by Betty Winslow, Exception by Joan Wolfe, Fully Bedded Bliss by Tracy Ann Warren, Charm School by Suzanne Wiggs, this one is called Counterfeit Laird, The Secret History of the Pink Carnation, this one is called Dreamcatcher, Come Be My Love by Patricia Walter, this one is called Tales of Splendor, Lynn Rogue by Casey Stewart, The Arrangement by Lynn Stone, and I have a couple of Kathleen E. Woodowis books. This one is Ashes in the Wind, this is a copy of Shayna, So Worthy My Love, this is a copy of The Wolf and the Dove. I do have multiple copies of the same titles for Kathleen E. Woodowis because she had so many different covers. This one is Forever in Your Embrace, Flame in the Flower, another copy of The Wolf and the Dove, The Elusive Flame, A Rose in Winter, Season Beyond a Kiss, another copy of The Wolf and the Dove, Come Love a Stranger, and then the last Kathleen E. Woodowis book I have is A Rose in Winter. Oh my goodness, guys, we are so close to being finished. So the last couple are just random that I have up here because I want to read, so they're like on my TBR. So this one is Her Night with a Duke by Diana Quincy. I keep them out here so I don't lose them in the shuffle. Perks of Loving a Wallflower by Erica Ridley, The Duke Heist by Erica Ridley, Only Wicked with You by Julie Ann Long, Bombshell by Sarah McLean, Most Eligible Viscount in London by Ella Quinn, and then lastly, which is a good place to end, is Samantha by Andrea Kane.
Samantha, my name. So what a cool book to end on. And yeah, those are all of my books. We did it, guys. I will take you to the outro, but hopefully you stayed till the end. Okay, so those are all of the historical romances I have currently. My collection really ebbs and flows. I always hesitate to film a video like this because I am literally organizing my books almost every single day. New books, I filter out old books that I've already read and have no intention of reading or keeping again. So yeah, my collection definitely ebbs and flows, and you'll see it change throughout my videos, but this is my current collection. Again, I do have a whole other shelf where I keep my contemporary romances, classic books, cozy mysteries, paranormal romances. So if you guys want to see that, then let me know in the comments down below and I will do a part 2 to this video. What you guys saw right now was all of my mass market paperbacks, which was mainly my historical romances, which is mainly what I read anyways. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. It means the absolute world to me. I hope you guys are all staying happy and healthy, and I will see you in the next video.